guys, welcome back to our channel.
Long time no see.
You know, in 2021 that was 1.0. Ada and Nelson 1.0.
I'm sure
then I carry Bele.
Now look at the way she's. I'm taking care.
And I gave birth. It was now Ada and Nelson 2.0, which was 2022.
Yeah. And
we released one or two singles.
A lot of hard work involved.
We are raising our offspring.
And now we are heading for the Grammys.
Which Grammys?
By the way, you stole this time because of guys asleep.
I'm telling you, this one we are here running our mouth. Let's just go to the main topic.
Even though at some point, maybe subsequent videos, he'll be part of the video. I believe he has a lot to tell you guys.
I don't know if he doesn't jack this this tripod and throw it away. Say, what is this nonsense here?
Yeah, I missed you guys. I know you didn't miss me. It's how you miss.
No, they missed you. The person that reached out to me did not say. They said they miss Baby and Nelson. I was like, imagine, you don't miss me.
Most of them are your fans. Yes. Okay. You are the picture, I am the frame.
What do you go? So this is Ada and Nelson 3.0.
Yeah.
Because we're bringing back again the remix with your busybody. Everybody.
They two later become three.
They run things together, little peace and harmony.
Stop there, don't sing the remaining.
Okay. See guys, we are here with a very serious topic today. We are just trying to, because I know that people are out. We are just trying to douse the tension so that we can get back into our groove.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, and today we're going to talk about something. It's very common in our African society. I think it happens not just in Nigeria but in the African black society. And today we want to talk about black taxes. So black tax.
You know what tax is? It's compulsory to pay your tax.
Whether you run away.
Well, in Nigeria, we don't feel like it's compulsory, but we pay. We don't know.
We pay. Yeah, we pay.
When you buy fuel, you pay. When you buy certain commodities, it's hidden inside. Whoever exported paid for tax and added it to the price of selling.
Yeah.
Like I said,
sewing
salary.
Too.
It's taken out of your salary before it's given to you. And a lot of ways we pay, both directly and indirectly. But this one,
it's not the one you pay to the government. I think this is the one you pay to your individual family. And
tax is compulsory. That's why we call it tax. Now, but what brings the black inside? I know a lot of you know, but for those that don't know, I explain this. What brings the black inside is something that has to do with, especially with the black people, the Nigerians, Africans, and certain black communities. And
I think it's why they named it black tax, because it's very draining. And anything that drains you is not good, so it's black.
Now, so in boarding school, we used to have people say, he taxed me. He obtained me, he taxed me those days. And more or less, they are collecting your money against your wish.
Okay.
So that's the kind of thing. You have family members, you have friends. It even happens to whites, it happens to all races.
Yeah.
But it seems because of our kind of communal life, in the black and African communities, it seems like it happens here more. You understand? This is where you have people who visit your house without announcing. It is my son's house.
And we're listening to a podcast. We've been talking about this for a very long time. There's no week that goes by that we really don't talk about one or two things here and there. And we were listening to a podcast, I too Sabi podcast, and they were talking about, they were sharing their own experience of black taxes. And I told him that in as much as I'm a product of black tax, I'm currently not experiencing black tax.
Currently. At the moment, prepare in the future.
I'm currently not experiencing black tax because, of course, I lost my parents when I was really, really young, and my uncles and my aunties took up the responsibility to raise not just me and my siblings. You understand? And
they did a good job. Thank you to uncles and aunties.
I'm telling you.
That's
what I'm trying to explain. I am a product of black tax. They were obligated to do it
because your dad
they
taxed your dad first.
Yeah, probably, but maybe not all of them. Sometimes even when they did not tax, maybe it fell on. For example, you have an elder brother who passed and he has children, which was in our case. And you can't leave the children, you know.
Many people leave the children.
Yeah, many people
or carry them to use as houseboy and house girl and deal with them mercilessly.
Yes, I understand.
Sometimes they even mention the grudges they had with the late parents.
Which is wrong.
There's no act of witchcraft.
That is not as bad as that.
Like, and you will not remain that child will not remain small forever. You will not remain there forever.
Yeah. So
you will collect.
You go say.
No, you will collect.
Yeah. So when I was listening to that podcast,
yeah.
I told him I'm actually aware of black tax, and I know that I was a product of black tax. Like my uncles, my aunties, you know, family members rallied around, trained my siblings and I, which we are so grateful for. But this stage of our life right now that we are in, we are not burdened with taxes. I'll speak for myself. Maybe my other brother is burdened with taxes, but not me.
He's definitely burdened with taxes.
Yeah, he's definitely burdened with taxes, but not me. Okay. So when it comes to the issue of black tax, okay, I did not experience black tax, but the people that raised me had to pay black taxes to me, if there's anything like that. Yeah, so I think in one way or the other, even if you are not there, nobody in your family is currently billing you, they just feel like, especially if the generation just before you now understands that this person is just trying to find their food. I think that's why it's easier for me, because my family members understand that, oh, this girl is just trying to find her food. Nobody has high expectation. Everybody is on their side, you know, trying to hustle, trying to get things for themselves, and even try to help you, you know, where they can, as opposed to when like a family member or your individual family are not saying that they're not understanding that this person is just trying to find his or her fruit. So I think that's where the dynamics.
One way or the other, I agree with you, but I disagree with you.
Okay.
Now,
so you experience. Let me even ask you. You experience black tax.
As I'm sitting here right now.
Black tax. Can't
you see the color of my skin? I'm trying to even,
use bleaching cream to bleach the taxes away.
I don't want to bleach. I'm black and proud, but the blackness of the black tax is trying to make me dark. You know.
Okay.
Now, I disagree with you, and I agree with you at the same time. You know.
Okay.
One of it is this: your uncles, aunties, extended family taking care of you. I don't feel like that's black tax.
Okay.
Remember, tax that we're looking at here is based on, it's pressure, it's compulsory, it is against the will of the person most of the time that is doling out the funds.
Okay.
We can help each other happily. You know,
okay.
We have cheerful givers, we have very generous members of family. You understand? But sometimes
when it is forced,
you know, there was a period while I was a kid. As soon as the month is ending, we were about 20 in the house.
Oh, really?
Because that's when my daddy's money comes in.
Okay, so they know that, okay.
Oh my God. As you can see my cap, we farmed a lot too. He bought a lot of fertilizer. Oh
okay.
My God. My dad became sick while I was in secondary school.
Okay.
I have a younger brother. I'm older than with about 5 years. So what it means is I had a son even when I was a son.
Okay.
So I had to emotionally, financially, and all of that
cater for him
to a very large extent. You understand? You know, so it means there were days I got 6,000 naira from my hustle and gave him 5,000. I said, hold on, I know how I'll sort myself.
Okay.
You know, so I already had that responsibility from long ago.
That's just to only him. Okay.
To him, to my mom, sometimes to my sisters, you know, to my dad. I was sick initially before he passed.
You were still in school?
I was in school, of course.
Okay.
So those were some of the cases where you were a student, but rather than receive pocket money, there are people that are taxing you. My dad is the first son. I am the first son of the first son.
Okay.
You know? So it is not just again in the nuclear family
is now like
your guys kind of thing.
Okay.
Of course we need them. They give moral support. There are some guys that are like your brothers, you know, through those periods.
And even extended family.
Yeah, and then you now got to extended family. And you know, dad was sick. I was the next first son. So even coming up, I already had all of these things. In fact, to travel to go and see my grandmother I'm lucky to have both grandmothers alive till today.
Yeah, so which means Alex has his great grandmother and uncle, not just one, grandmother and great grandmother and great granduncle.
A lot of them around. So so there was a lot of both responsibility to pay transport to even travel. So it's a big deal, And when you're going, if you don't hold anything, we know you must hold bread. If you don't hold bread, you must buy, if you are coming from Jos, cabbage, carrots, or there are some children in the house, you drop small change, you are going to see grandma at all. Grandma must give you yam. You understand? So you give you something, you also give something. And you have both grandmas, you have...
So when does it get bad, or when did it get bad for you? Because you are still experiencing
this is it now.
Yeah.
You don't even find your feet. I heard somebody say, and I don't totally agree, that if you're sitting on a seat with one yash, do not lap another person, because you never balance. Now I don't agree with that.
That one is not in Nigeria.
Because when do you actually balance?
We never balance in life.
Do you understand?
We're constantly is anybody in this Nigeria balance? Maybe
like two of you are drowning.
Boo boo guy.
And you finally get your head above water.
You will not say you want to come out.
You want to come out to the shore before you
now come back
the other person and you guys get together. So more or less like that. Now, where it got bad is one. Nobody lets you find your feet. The mentality that when you travel America, send me money. They don't understand that it's not exactly easy for people over there. You need time to settle, and there are some people that spend time. There are people who were born and raised there that are homeless, veterans, that's how it is somehow in Nigeria. When you come to Abuja as well, it's
and
just
they feel
assumed.
like you're packing money.
You understand? You don't know how very expensive it is to even, and you need time to settle in. So where it got irritating is one. You've not even found your feet. And some of them can help you find your feet. Oh, I know somebody there that can, or I know some place there, that I can speak to, that can help. I believe at that point it should be to help you find your feet. You understand? But instead, whatever you are trying to you're trying to hold on to, you're trying to whisk it out of you, and it was really difficult. Where I was squatting, I was expected to take care of the people. Do you get it? It's something I don't just know. I feel pain in my head trying to explain.
I'm going to cut out this part.
Now, look at this again.
Okay.
Another thing is
with individual family. Let's even talk about let's talk about the non-expectation. The one that you want to willingly do. You feel obligated to do it because daddy is not around, and maybe for some reasons they are not financially balanced.
Okay.
So he sent, that's, let's say, individual family. So for him, he sends to number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and sometimes you realize that you are not even,
that can pop up anytime.
You realize that, like,
and they can tell you they are about to die now. See, their life and death now just depend on this thing you are about to do. I'm telling you.
See, I think there was a time I had to tell him that you make this X and X amount of money. I don't understand why you cannot bring out even if something as small as 30k to buy something for yourself. I think you remember times I had to tell you that, and he will say, "Oh, 30k is not his problem. He needs to send this, and this person." I think there's a time I told him, no wonder my friend told me that her mother told her, don't marry a first son. Because I'm like, I don't understand why you can't spend money on yourself, and every single time it's not, and I think I need to applaud you for not grudgingly giving out money, because he's a kind of person that he's a kind of person that I don't have, you will not kill me. I don't think I've ever seen him send out money grudgingly. That's one thing I've not seen him do. If he doesn't have, if he doesn't have. If you like, go and throw rain down. Go anywhere you want to go.
Now this is the principle I have.
Okay. After years of being taxed.
Now this is one of the things I didn't like. Some people feel like it is their right You understand? To receive. Again, we don't want to mention names or point, but we know some of you experience or will experience these things.
When they have like unrealistic expectations about your money, number one. Number two, when they expect that you should be sending them more than what you are spending.
Now, I didn't start sending when I had too much. Like I said, I had 6K, I sent 5K to my brother. Sort yourself first. You send money to some people,
okay,
because they feel like your money is their right. First, they don't even call you to acknowledge they got the money. So you don't know if network has whisked the money somewhere.
Yeah, so you had...
Okay. And then this is a heavy sacrifice on your part. I have not even... You know, I think about a lot of people first before I think of myself. But I tried to create a balance first.
You think of yourself once in a year. Let me even tell you people.
Now, the second thing is, when they call 1 or 2 weeks later, they tell you what you sent. It's not enough.
I think that's the painful part of black tax.
And you didn't spend what you sent to them on yourself.
Let me tell you guys, if you have family members, see, I'm very grateful for my family. Okay, because I saw my family members, that's my uncles and my aunties, sacrifice a lot for us, you know, even when they are not at this financial, you know, bloom, okay, or boom, how do they say it?
Bloom.
You can understand what
blooming
I mean.
chicken.
Yeah, but I think the painful part is when you deprive yourself. Is it deprive?
Yeah, of course.
Deprive yourself of something.
You
make sacrifice. You send to this person, maybe to school, to buy food, and they just waste it on anything.
And
so
they're not appreciative. They just keep demanding.
So me, when I was in the university, my number one aim was not to get a carryover, because I have people back home who did. Because the first word, let me tell you guys, the first word that came out of my mouth when my mom died was, "I'm finished." I'm telling you, I was still young. I told myself, I am finished. How am I going to go to school? We've watched Nollywood. Oh, the child is trekking, hawking pure water, you know, all those things. So my first
was how you'll be selling pure water.
No, first goal.
I will not watch Nollywood.
Go away. He doesn't want. My first goal in university was, I thought about the sacrifices people back home made for me to be there, for my siblings to be there. So all of us put our head down, like, this is school, we must go to school. So one painful thing about black tax is when people you are sending this money to are not grateful.
Yeah.
Secondly, they become so, you know, they don't, like, for example, by the time they now get to the place where, okay, you're supposed to try your hand on, try to make money for yourself, they become relaxed and chill and know that they can just call you, you can just keep sending and sending, which I feel is not fair.
It brings down that person rather than build up the other people. What happens to all of us being millionaires in the family? You know, stand up, hustle. I'm trying to take you all up. You understand? Don't relax and drain me so much that I crash myself. And when I blame the innocent village people that are drinking mango and farming, you understand?
And they haven't minding their business, working harder.
Now another thing I had to look out for was this. I was going to get married, and whoever you're giving, whatever you're doing, by the time you don't get married, you have primary, immediate family responsibilities to take care of. Okay, I was staying in a self-con. I didn't want to pay big rent. I said, let me be there. You know, I was going to get flats. I was going to pay higher rent. I was going to get more furnishing, gadgets, cater for more people, in-law can visit, you know, and all of that.
And let me even tell you guys, we are both entrepreneurs. We are not salary earners. So it is what you put out that you get.
So you're not sure. You can't say you just sleep and this is coming end of the month. No, you have to dig in. We dig in every day. That's why sometimes on Sunday I can drive out to work. On Christmas Day I've gone to work and I've not complained.
This is the first Sunday in months that is home. So let's just put that out there.
Okay, so I had to create this balance where when you get married and you're unable to keep 1 or 2 people who haven't found their food, they are not going to say, oh, since he married this woman, now they begin to blame somebody for what you didn't take care of. I believe you have a responsibility to create that balance.
Okay, the boundaries.
The boundaries. You must create those boundaries. See, let me tell you, you are there, you are not there, nobody will die. They will eat, they will wear clothes. That is just the truth.
My parents died, they were still alive.
There is an unborn child that they didn't born. that would have been a billionaire if they gave birth to.
Leave me alone.
Do you get?
Yeah.
They didn't give birth to the child.
Yeah,
but
so
you
which
guys
means
are all
life
doing
goes
fine.
on. Yeah.
Life goes on. And they will never come to the road and say this person did this, if not because of this person. That's not even what you're actually looking for.
Yeah.
If you have joy giving, solving an issue, you just solve it and you've got your... Listen, man, the reward you will get is not from who you gave. It's because you're in a better position than that person. That's why you help the person.
That's why you shouldn't grudgingly give.
Yes,
too.
so it's not that person that will help you. But the reward you will get from that... See, at a point I was telling you that every day I wake up and do a transfer, I get a lot from 4 or 5 different places. And I studied it for a while before I said it that time. You know, you don't always tell your wife money things, I'm getting a lot. Because you can another black tax can come from wife if you have the wrong wife. I didn't say you, but you know it's true.
But why are your eyes looking this side when you're saying the thing?
You don't have problem. You dash me money sometimes.
Thank you.
You know, so you have to create a balance yourself. You're female, you're male. You have to create a balance. It doesn't spill. Like I gave somebody some money for something, and they lounged and they showed off, and the next 2 days they came again, and I said, no, you won't die.
You know, this guy's a wicked man.
But 1 kobo you will not get.
This guy's a wicked man.
That's not the way I get it.
What even makes me laugh is when he says, okay. Okay. You will just say, okay. And no problem, okay. He will not fight with you. He will not quarrel with you. So I want to ask, what made you, because you said you went through years of emotional blackmail, you went through years of emotional torture for black taxes, you know, demanding and demanding with no gratitude and, you know, draining you, your hard-earned money. So was that what made you create such strong boundary?
Yeah, listen, in life, when you're pushed to the left, as you keep going to the left, you meet a wall. When you're pushed to the right, you keep going to the right, you meet a wall. And then you find somewhere in between and find your balance. That's exactly what I did.
Okay.
We learn by experience. And what experience teaches us are stronger than words a lot of times. Whether we like it or not, God made us as units. Family,
we should help each other.
If you fly, you're going to see clusters of houses in one tiny space. The remaining is green leaves and rocks. So if we didn't need each other, everybody would be isolated. And to be one individual, not even families. So we can't do without. It doesn't make any sense. That's not life. You'll be insane if you were alone. So you support. Now listen, even a newborn baby gives you something.
Yeah.
You get it. Mommy has pressure here. It is the baby that helps reduce the pressure. You get, the baby smiles at you.
Yeah.
There is no amount of money that can be equivalent to the joy that they smile. And the baby's eye is probably closed.
Yeah.
You understand?
Those first few weeks, yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a give and take.
There should be appreciation, there should be encouragement, there should be understanding. They should also understand that this person is trying to find his food, or this person has a life, they have needs of their own.
And this person is trying to say, let's rise together. You understand? It's not like, take me as a person who will be paying tax for life on your head. No, don't do that. So we create a balance with, we need these people, they will be with us also, like in different forms. There are things ways bigger than money that they will be there. It can be words of advice, it can be company, it can be memories, it can be, we've seen where somebody wanted to go for a wedding, and because he shut down completely on this black taxes overdoing, he actually had no family member. I know some people are very stingy. They don't think about families.
See, I don't. When
it's just a balance.
Yeah, balance.
You create a balance. You need these people, but don't let them run you down. They will insult you and blame you for your own fault.
So I know black taxis. Good luck to you. But for me, I think I had to come when we newly got married. I'm like, buy this thing for yourself. Like, buy it for yourself. You know, it was annoying. Like, why can't you buy this thing for yourself? You know, initially. So that's why sometimes there are some words people speak to you. You might not need it at that point, but the Holy Spirit brings it back to your remembrance.
Words are seeds, they germinate over time, they later come. Just drop it and leave.
I think it was, I can't even remember who even said that at this point. The person was like, you know, when you marry a first son, do not expect him not to take up family responsibilities. As a first son in Africa, family responsibilities, that is his name. So you just have to work with him, and you guys have to understand each other when it comes to finances.
Thank you for understanding very well. But you know, again, let me also revenge back on her head.
It's not all the time.
They have also said, don't marry only daughter.
Yeah, so I'm not
now,
saying
on
it's
the other
easy
hand,
for me
again,
to understand.
there is a certain place of elevation and honor that the first son, as he has taken, you the wife, is given to you automatically by virtue of whatever it is and whatever role you guys play and all of that. You understand?
You understand? Before I forget something, I think where it becomes a problem in a home is when when he now sends money out to family, friends, and all that, and the need in a home
is a shame for you.
Yes, so
it's a big shame.
Yeah, so I think for us, even as entrepreneurs, and he being the first son,
first things first.
First things first.
Charity begins at
home. Okay. So it's not like he satisfies. We must do the home 1001, but there is priority, basic need. Then
order of preference.
Order of preference. Then for the outside. And you know, I wouldn't say your case is very, very bad, because there are people's own that it's worse. And they might not even be the first son.
And do you know one of the ways it hasn't gotten worse than this? It's because I curtailed it early.
Yeah, he did.
Even before he
got married.
Because I've started experiencing. Remember, I told you my dad was sick. I was in secondary school, and I already felt responsible.
I think in Nigeria,
so I started getting that balance earlier. Like, see, you can never do finish. Just do what you can do. Take care of yourself. One of the issues again I have with. That you complain, I don't do this for myself, is I don't go out with 2,000 and I see shirt and I pick it, and tomorrow I go out with 5,000 and I see shirt and I pick it. I like to carry bulk money, sit down, say, okay, this, if you notice, this sky blue top will go with navy blue jeans very well, and this kind of sneaker. I want to get, you know, from top to shoes to trousers, a large collection. So I'm not going with 2,000.
Now, before he gathers that money,
I won't know how to match up.
Before he gathers the money,
you understand? As you can see me now.
Before he gathers the money for the large collection, that's what I'm saying. Because me, I'm kind of betting that this thing I want to buy is 100k. So if it's in different parts, I'll start buying the parts 5k and be gathering it. But the problem I had with him was when it's time to buy, he'll be like, he has to send money here, here, and here. Now he was satisfying his own other needs before his. So he was satisfying mine.
Part of the other needs.
Yes. So he was satisfying mine.
Selfless and kind and loving by asking me.
So he was satisfying mine, satisfy Alex. Apart from first sons, male children.
My friend,
in Nigeria.
My friend, it's not the only male child. It's even the last one. But he's the most taxed in his house.
Yeah. I think it's even worse when you're a female child.
Yeah, female children.
Because sometimes it doesn't make marriage to be on your.
If they are single, the assumption is you don't have what to spend on.
Which is a lie.
It is a fat lie, because
whether as a female or a male, you have something to spend on.
The woman needs to take care of herself. You now, as the single lady, now gets married. It becomes an issue sometimes.
It now looks like your husband is not letting you send money home.
You understand?
When in reality, responsibilities have spread out and all that.
And you would have expected that those people you are sending to, if it's younger ones, they should have grown, maybe graduated or found something.
And what it does is, giving to family, it's not bad. But the problem is when they don't appreciate, and it now affects you, even your own functionality, your own financial functionality.
Let me tell them that even ATM, one day you go there and say unable to dispense cash. Even banks have closed down, plenty of them. Should I start naming them?
Please don't name. There's one by this junction.
So you shouldn't be seen. It's not nice in your family unit or to anywhere to be seen as a cash cow. and the day you probably are down financially,
they now give you, or they give you an attitude when you say you don't have.
Just because you started by being generous. You know how many of us can say, mommy asks all the children, do you have any money? It's always mommy, all the mommies here. Do you have money to borrow me? And then you that's feeling like generous kid says yes, the rest say no, and you borrow mommy, and forever you have never gotten. They ask you that food you are eating, where did you get it from? Like if you didn't borrow her that money, you wouldn't have eaten. Like saying as she, they even buy food for the house.
Mothers are guilty of that, but it's not good.
You know, and they defend it. So that is even where you begin to see that sign. So if this tax stuff, if you said you didn't have initially, they'll probably look somewhere else or try to earn from. But because you say, okay, manage this, take this, hold this, they started increasing budget. The funny thing with me is I increased budget by myself as my income increased. But I never got an overwhelming gratitude, or I increased budget times 4 in some certain cases. And you never got, and you find some people playing politics with you. They first call you and tell you how all the other family members are enemies, and they said this against you and that against you and that against you, and for 3 days now it's only water they have been drinking. So it is because God knows why. Somebody did it for me 2 days ago. I laughed. I said, this mouth credit is for all those guests. Now you want you sorry.
See,
don't waste your credit.
My heart really goes out because I have some close friends that, you know, it's bad. And whenever I see them go through that, you know, it's painful. I think at the point I told one of them, speak up.
Create a balance.
If
there be war, let the war come.
Tell them you don't.
I'm
not saying you shouldn't give, but let them understand that even when you are at this stage, you're already the breadwinner of this house. So try and talk. You can never say, "Oh, don't give your family." That's witchcraft.
No, that's not good.
You must give.
We all give and
we all give. Yeah, but everybody should be grateful. You should all learn. See, like my eldest brother told me, say a gift is a gift. Whether that gift is below the standard of what you will buy for yourself, a gift is a gift. So if somebody gives you 1,000, you're expecting the person to give you 100,000. The person gave you 5,000. I think you should be grateful.
Did you get the oga pata of them all? You have given this person. The person is comfortable. And the person calls you tomorrow and say, okay, I'm going to send you account number of somebody. The person, the way I'm seeing the person does not have anything. Just send the person so amount.
Oh, really?
Or send to me, I want to give this person because they
want to do building in church.
That's what I wanted to mention. They can sow seed in church. Leave me to sow it myself. If you are sowing yourself,
no, that church used to scatter my head. If you want to sow seed from the money they have given you, don't come and call me. We all need.
Do you know another last point I want to make about this? Is that those people who demand so much money from you
are not willing to help.
Will not give so much money to you.
Not to you, like to other people.
To others if they were in that
to help.
Yeah. Secondly, those people who demand so much are very poor spenders.
Okay.
What they will lavish on, I mean, you hear somebody who is unemployed, who is not doing anything, tell you of the latest iPhone and that they want to get. You
that is working the money you can't.
You're not even thinking. They tell you of hairstyle of 60,000 they want to make that in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, it's already all over the place. So maybe it's smelly. I think we used to wash hair once.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, so you will not be helping that person. Especially if it's a young person. If it's an old person, okay, you know, you don't have too much. They don't even subscribe data or that kind of thing. But the young person, you're not helping the person to manage finances well, to earn money for themselves, or get the right perspective towards giving and receiving.
So you help, but you let them understand that they need to step up.
You understand?
And try and do something.
You help by giving them. You help by teaching them how to, you know, progressively. Before we round up, I want to give you this special number.
Which special number?
Blessed is the man that giveth than the one
who
take it. Rastaman! Blessed is the man that giveth.
You don't say you people want him back. He has come back for you.
I miss you guys, man.
We missed you.
So, I don't know. Did I gain weight? You know?
I know I gained weight. Even though I've lost like 8 kg. Yeah.
We see you.
So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in our next
Tell us your black tax experience.
Yeah.
In the comment section.
Tell us your I think we'll even get, because a lot of people are going through loss. So let us know maybe what you're going through. If you went through it, let us know how you curtailed yours. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in our next video.
Bye.
Let me do like all those people that their head are shake in that video we saw.